Hello everybody, I always start my videos with the clap is something I just realized. I just clicked the go button, I'm like, ooh, let's get going. Today I'm doing a team builder for the regional tournament version 4. So basically what this is just a tournament where you're going to be playing in the OU format and you are playing a certain gen of Pokemon. So like right now round 1 is Gen 1, so you can only use Gen 1 Mons. So you can only use Charizard and Golem and Tauros and Lapras. You can only use those, but you're going to be playing in the Gen 7 format. So you have like the Gen 7 mechanics and everything. You have Gen 7 OU, but you get to use all the mods from only Gen 1 for this round. Next round will be only Gen 2. There's no Megas, there are Z Crystals, and if you have something like Electabuzz is in Gen 1 and Electivire is in Gen 4, you can use Electabuzz in Gen 1, but you cannot use Electivire. So only the original 151 in the Pokédex and no Alola forms. I think you can use Alola forms in Gen 7 if I get to that round, but right now it's just Gen 1, and please don't hate me. I made a hot Gen 1 stall team. I was looking at this thing and I had a different team originally, and I was like, look at all the great stall mons that there are in Gen 1. This could just be gross. This could be terrible. And I'm so sorry for doing this. But like in tournament, you play to win. I don't ever play stall. Like pretty much, I can't remember a time where I've played a stall team. So I'm probably not even very good with the stall team. So maybe this is really stupid of me to try. But I also think this is like a team that can make an easy win, especially like if I have a good matchup. And I believe like I'm a good enough player that I know how to use a stall team, even though I haven't practiced it a whole lot. I still know how to use a stall team. So basically what we have here is too many pink mons, because fat pink mons are the worst thing to ever happen to the game. And a lot of them came in Gen 1 is what I realized. So Chansey, Clef, Ditto, and Mew. So Chansey is going to set up Toxic because there's not a whole lot of Steel types because it's Gen 1 and Steel didn't come out until Gen 2. And like Magneton's line switched into Steel types, but like I'm pretty sure those are the only Steel types. So like they're not going to be super helpful for like Magnet Pool, and even if they are, like I think Chansey can still easily wall a Magneton because you can't use Magnezone. So I think I threw Toxic on a couple of mons because of that, and it's just going to be like a pretty easy just way to wear down the opponent's team. So Toxic, Heal Bell, Soft Boiled, Seismic Toss. Pretty basic. It's my Heal Beller because on Clefable I wanted Unaware because I wanted an Unaware wall, and that's the Unaware wall for Gen 1. And then I also wanted to use a Calm Mind Clef because I think it'll be really great in the late game because there's not Heatran, there's not, there's not any, like, prominent Steel types. So, to stop this, you're going to need to use a poison or a fire type, but like if I get Calm Minds up and stuff, like I should be able to sweep through a team. Unfortunately, I don't have Magic Card on this, which would make this a lot more dangerous, because if I had Magic Card, I would also be able to use Soft Boiled rather than Wish. But I definitely need an Unaware wall on this team to stop something from like Dragon Dance Gyarados or Dragon Dance Dragonite, which I think are going to be two really prominent mons, very dangerous in Gen 1. So I wanted to have this to have Unaware. So unfortunately, it's not Magic Guard, but like I still think Calm Mind and Moonblast puts in a lot of work in Gen 1. this is very basic, just a choice scarf ditto to stop setup mons. Again, another thing, like if they somehow break through my clef or something goes wrong, it's kind of just like I can come in, maybe counter sweep. So ditto's a staple on like a lot of stall teams as like a counter sweeper, and like he came out in Gen 1, I was like, this is gonna work. So Zapdos, and Zapdos is my defogger and toxic discharge to hit like maybe Gyarados, because I think it'll be able to stop a Gyarados setup and everything, and also resists Machamp. And I think Machamp can be a real problem to this team, and just like because he's a big threat in general, especially if it's dynamic punch, because I really don't want to get confused if he's like either dynamic punch or if he's guts, which he's gonna be one of those two. So like I really just hope my opponent does not bring a Machamp, or a Gengar is the other thing that can be really good against me, like especially a sub-taunt Gengar, like a stall-breaking Gengar will just run through this team. So hopefully I don't see Machamp or Gengar. So we have Mew here, and that's another thing, like Mew can eat a Specs Shadow Ball from Gengar. He might be able to eat 2 from like timid non-Specs Gengar. I might be wrong about that, but I have Psychic to hopefully OHKO him back. So, and Mew's also going to be my rocker, Will-O-Wisp, to try to stop physical attackers. Again, like lots of these are going to be like good checks to Gyarados and Dragonite, and maybe like a Rain Dance Kabutops could be really dangerous too, with like Rocky MZ. So trying to stop all those, just trying to think of all the Gen 1 threats. It's really interesting. And then the counterpart to the Calm Mind Clefable, we have a Curse Snorlax. I originally wanted Rest and either Sleep Talk or Rest Toxic, because I think just setting up curses and then toxicking and just like sitting there for a win, with like rests keeping my HP at full and stuff, I think that would be a really easy win. But like the threat of Gengar is like too much to this team. So I'm pretty sure I eat I think I eat 1 Focus Blast from Gengar, maybe 2, not sure, but Focus Blast can miss, and I have Earthquake to OHKO it back. And if I start getting curses up and all, like, we should be good. So just really, really, really hoping doesn't bring a Gengar. Gengar is like the #1 thing I don't want him to bring. I think some other things that might be good in this gen will be a Focus Sash, Magic Guard, Alakazam. I think I'll be able to handle that pretty well. I need to watch out for counter though. So if I start setting up with Curse with Snorlax, I might have to switch out in fear of counter, because I think Snorlax is going to be an extremely important late game sweeper. Like I said before, Machamp is going to be big, I think, especially because I think most teams will have a Chansey. So having Machamp to like counter people's Chanseys, I think there might be a lot of like Chansey offense. I think there will probably be a lot of Zapdoses. So hopefully Snorlax will be able to take care of Zapdos. Hopefully Chansey and Clefable should be able to stall it out, because I have like Calm Mind and everything. Getting paralyzed could be annoying, obviously. But matches tonight. Tonight is Tuesday, so I'll probably post this like at the time of my match, and then just so my opponent doesn't watch it, like in case he does, like I don't think he would, but like just in case, I don't want to give him the edge up and like let him know that I'm bringing a stall team. But I should post the match tomorrow, because I'll be recording that tonight. So hope you guys all have a beautiful day. See you at match time.